Miami Tom Brady and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Russell Wilson and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your final.
Much needed and much welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now, his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. At the beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
from the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Julian Okwara in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They go play action with Wilson. Going deep here for Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. From the gun, it's Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And take it right on the 30. And a 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Short throw to Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Raekwon Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Try to shake things up a little bit to try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short. Shotgun now for Brady. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. I gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, it's Evans. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's now third down.
They'll try to run for this with Evans. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It's fourth down.
No score after one on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Fourth and short in this part of the field. You just know the special teams coordinators rallying the team, saying, watch the fake, Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the fourth quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Catch made by Slayton. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bengals getting set to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. Evans, fast footwork, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Operating from the gun, Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Evans. And he is in. Touchdown. Darrington Evans with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from the linebacker. It's like, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown run from Darrington Evans. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
To this point, no catches. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout, Keenan Allen there. And that'll bring him second down. Throwing again, Wilson. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6, that'll leave him with 3rd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Brady. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it. When things have changed a little bit, they have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And now it's 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter, when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that is is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. 17-3, the final score. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And you can see they lead the visiting Arizona Cardinals at halftime. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they trail the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to the half. Kenny Galladay, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection is struggling.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. A good pick up there, 26 yards. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the ground, it's Evans. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From midfield, here's Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He threw only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last night didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Wilson. His throw incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. From the gun, Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Spinning away. And now running right through it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a first and 10 inside the 15. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting.
And he'll take this into the end zone. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. taken at about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Rams ready to go on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 on the first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Once again, it's Jacobs, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up second.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances. In addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, see this week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Evans. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realizes and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And it's complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Evans. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stop down. How about that? Back-to-back completions.
Not so much for being conservative and running that football. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 and first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there. Brady's throw there complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a Bengals score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. L.A. They set to take over again on offense.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Down 2 scores. I don't think you need to be rushed just yet. You can't take your time.
Yeah, I think you want to commit to full 2-minute offense. You have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
So the offense, a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's not an easy job to get catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Wilson will throw again. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Rashard Lawrence in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady caught left side Hopkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Darrington Evans making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals are out of the lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. On first down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And to the right side here, it's Allen. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
This is what Brady remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll run on first down. Evans. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Down at the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.